Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole play, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He looks that one in nicely. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the left. And some room to work. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the give off the left side.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Right back to him on the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Using his legs, it's Rhodes. Quick spin on the ride. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Under.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Belly stutter. Lasso.
Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
To the air, it's Marshall. He makes the connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
This quarterback part of their running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. TCU 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if the Tide will cut it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Going with the ground game left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
The screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down.
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. And I know that sounds stupid. Of course he's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Get set.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen. Just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down.
Cobra. Acorn.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. A low line drive and short kick. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. On the run, it's Rhodes. The Horned Frogs are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. On target over the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the move, running with power. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's Marshall. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
On third down, going up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. send its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 14, Alabama 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Fast motion from the offense. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Swings it out to his running back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown tie. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position.
Take over first and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Get set, get set. Alert, alert.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Got it in the middle. It's Rhodes. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Razor. Here we go, set.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Wade. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over SMU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Quarterback keeps it. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Black 24. Black 24. Double right.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Let's go.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rhodes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, TCU! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
not fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Green 25. Flip.
The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Holds it in on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the route is on.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wide receiver shows motion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, TCU.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To throw, it's Marshall. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first direction.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 11, set to kick it off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
Cricket. Flex. Rolling. Lion.
Give to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
Ringo. 8. 42.
They'll leave it with him. The Horned Frogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Slab. Fraser.
Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Rita.
On the ground, it's Rhodes. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Yankee blue. Hold.
Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try the right side. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 38, Alabama 20.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29 Philly. Convoy. Go.
The give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Touchdown, TCU! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line to push the guy backwards and make some holes?
Lasso. Timber. Hornet.
Scanning the field, it's Marshall. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Terrier. Gorilla.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Timber. Tuna. 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 Go. Go.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The RPO, quick throw to the right. The Horned Frogs will move the sticks.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback keeper. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
TCU 52, Alabama 20.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to get to it. Coming after it. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again.
Black 24. Black 24. Pilot.
He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Brings up second and goal.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it shows.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.